Hi, I'm Deb Weiner, ACCA's Manager of Communications, and I am here with Todd Washam, Vice President of Public Policy and Industry Relations. Todd, how's it going?
It's good, thanks Deb.
So there is a lot going on with legislation in Congress that our members need to know about and get involved with. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
That's right, Deb. We have two pieces of legislation in Congress right now that we need contractors to take action on. First is the Home Energy Savings Act. This has been an ACCA priority for many years. This would reinstate the federal efficiency tax credits for heating and air conditioning systems and allow consumers to invest in more efficient HVAC systems and claim that on their taxes. Most importantly, and this is where ACCA has come in and been a real champion, we got language in this legislation that would require the systems to be installed properly. In fact, it says these systems shall be installed according to ACCA's quality installation standards. This has been something we've been working on for about 4 years with Congress, with environmentalist groups, and with our industry partners across the country. It was introduced a couple months ago, and now we need ACCA members to take action. So far, I think we've had a couple hundred contractors call their congressman, email their congressman, so we've reached hundreds of members of Congress, but we need more. This is the type of stuff that Congress pays attention to, so get active. Make sure you're looking at ACCA's website for this action alert. Check your email. Last week on Wednesday, which was the day before Thanksgiving, we sent out an action alert, so definitely click that and take action. The other one is the Illicit Cash Act. We're going to have a legislative alert coming out soon for this. There is a version that passed the House of Representatives already, and now it is pending in the Senate. The Illicit Cash Act would require contractors to file onerous federal paperwork for something that really isn't a big deal in the contracting industry, but for some reason the big banks and some members of Congress want small businesses to file more federal paperwork. This would require additional hours of your time, which means more money, and ACCA is leading the charge in Congress to fight this legislation. We're the lead on the contracting industry that opposes this legislation, and we've sent hundreds of letters up to members of Congress, both the House and the Senate, but now we're going to have a legislative alert where you have to take action. So if you don't want to file more federal paperwork, then you need to help us stop this legislation in the Senate so the big banks don't get their way and require you to do work that is really unnecessary.
And there's somewhere on our website where our members can go.
Yeah, on ACCA.org, there's the Advocacy tab. Once you go to that, you can look at ACCA's advocacy website. There are the action alerts there for you to take action. It's really easy. All you have to do is fill in your name, and we have letters ready to send to your members of Congress. So it's as easy as clicking a button and filling in your name.
So really there's no reason why our members should not take action.
I can't think of a reason. I worked on Capitol Hill for about 10 years, and I know these types of things do stir or cause members of Congress to take action. They read these letters. You may get a form letter, but I can guarantee you there is a member of their staff that is looking at these letters and saying, is this something our boss needs to take action on? You'll typically have a legislative assistant or a legislative correspondent that prints out these letters. They may send a unique letter to you or a draft letter that is more of a form letter. But they are printing those out. They do show them to the hierarchy in their offices, and they decide based on this type of correspondence whether they need to take action and support certain legislation.
So you heard it straight from Todd. Take action today. Visit ACCA's website and get involved and make a difference. Thank you.
Yeah. And there's also some legislation pending in the Senate that would begin the refrigerant phase down. So as most ACCA members know, we're in the midst of the R22 phase down, but we're already looking at the next generation of refrigerants. The R410A and the HFCs, those are high global warming refrigerants, so the international community is phasing out these products. We have to make sure that the U.S. is aligned with this international marketplace, and so Congress is working to take action. And it's important for Congress to take action, because if Congress doesn't take action, then we have California, Vermont, New York, Massachusetts that will do their own thing and phase out HFC refrigerants on their own schedule. and then we could have a patchwork of regulations and safety protocols across the country. That's not good for contractors, so we have to have a uniform marketplace and phase down schedule. So the AIM Act of 2019, which was introduced by Senator John Kennedy a few weeks ago, is pending in the Senate. The House of Representatives is working on its own version. We don't think it's going to be the exact same type of legislation or piece of legislation. There may be some modifications, so ACCA is working with members of the House of Representatives right now to address some things that could strengthen the Senate bill. But the Senate bill is a very good bill. If it passed right now, ACCA would be happy because it contains some very strong safety, training, and certification language in there, which is very important as we move into A2L, mildly flammable refrigerants, in a few years. We're also want to make sure that only certified contractors can purchase these refrigerants, and all of this stuff is in the Senate bill. There may be some opportunities to strengthen that language, tighten it, but if the Senate bill passed, we'd be happy because it should prevent those states like California from doing their own thing. So we're going to need contractors to take action coming up once the House of Representatives introduces their bill, and then we can try to figure out a way to get this legislation to the President's desk.
And again, where can our members find more information about this?
We have several blog posts, we have webinars, so if you go to the website under Member Services tab, there's a video and webcast tab. Look under Government Relations. You can watch webinars. We've done 2 webinars with ACCA staff that talk about what's happening across the country. And of course, you can always email a member of the ACCA staff and we can get you plenty of answers to whatever questions you have.
Perfect. Well, Todd, you have given us a lot of information today about what is going on. Any final words?
Be sure to take action on the Home Energy Savings Act and the Illicit Cash Act. We need all the support we can get from our contractors across the country.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks.